Yeah, YouTube, another unboxing of the upgraded MN99/98. The only difference being is one's the Camel Trophy Edition and one's the sort of just the kind of nice looking Defender. So yeah, we'll also have a bit of a comparison between the new and the old ones. I've got the yellow version, which technically is the MN98. So looks very much the same as the old one in the box. So we've got the parts tree, the car itself, the wheels and tyres, and the remote. And that's one of the telltales, is that the new square boxy style remotes are actually tend to be the better electronics. So let's try and make a bit of room on this bench. Let's get the wheels on and stuff. I'm not going to worry about the accessories right now, because if you want to see a completed one, there's the old one, which has got all the accessories and stickers and stuff on. The body is basically exactly the same. The MM99 is basically the grey one, which doesn't have the roof lights, but it is exactly the same hard body, just different colour, and the same electronics as the other older version of the 99/98. Of course, have knife convenient. We have different style of tyre. The screws are sellotaped on the side. So these are bead lock, just about. Compound's reasonably grippy, reasonably soft. I think before I get too far, just going to quickly pull the body off. pulling the wires too much, but so you got your wires that go up for your roof lights there. You got your battery wires, and then you've got your hopefully that's just that shot, your light control board. I mean, the biggest difference in this I can see is I think the chassis is different, but it's also the motor. Although I believe it's still something like a 270 or 280 motor, that particular style of motor has way more torque than what's in these traditionally. So, get the body of this one. Battery packs are the same. Hopefully you can see that. So I'm going to have to go this way around. So chassis are different. This is slightly more towards the MM style, and that's, I don't know what that is. But yeah, that's different chassis. Shocks seems similar. When you look at the motors, that's the lacking torque, tiny little 270 motor, and I believe that's a 270 or 280 motor, but they just have way more torque, better gearbox. Light control's probably about the same. Cable management maybe slightly better, but yeah. So the bodies are exactly the same, but it's under the bodies where things get completely different boards, motors, gearbox, chassis. Shocks look about the same. The suspension arms look about the same as well, I think. I'll just quickly pause that, and then we'll get the bodies back on, and then we'll do some more comparisons. Yeah, so I'm also noticing on these, the suspension on the new one feels a lot, I mean it's still springy because it's not all filled shocks, but it definitely feels more plush than the suspension on the old one, where it kind of feels like it's bottoming out just after it starts moving down, whereas that's just a more linear travel. Just kind of generally feels a bit more plush. That feels a bit hard at the front, and then at the back it feels more bouncy. Whereas on the new one, it's still bouncy, but So yeah, big improvements all round really. Isolation, steering and stuff. The steering angle isn't too bad, but for some reason on these they mount the steering servo arm just a little bit too high, so we'll move it down one. Much better steering angle. A bit more, but I don't think you're going to get an awful lot of benefit out of it. Yeah, so I don't know if I fully mentioned about the steering and modulation, but this is the old 99S with the classic bump steer and the servo not on axle. I guess the steering angle isn't too bad, but the steering just isn't precise at all. There's the new one. Now we've got the servo on axle. No bump steer at all. Steering angle maybe slightly better now. I've moved it down a hole. Sort of, we'll have a look at the modulation on the little obstacle indoors. So we'll try and get some outdoor footage a little bit later this week. I'm also having to use quite a lot of modulation for this. But okay, it's stalled out. That's just trying to get up a little step. That's okay. Nope. Yeah, not the greatest modulation. Okay, we'll pretend it made it up. Okay, we can just about get the back wheels up. Try going back the other way. So the modulation and power and torque in that is awesome. At least it didn't stall out at all. Okay, the motor's a bit whiny, but I'm not having to put an awful lot of input into it. I think we can agree that's definitely a massive improvement over the old one. Okay then, so classic tug of war. Right, so this is the new one, that's the old one. So full power just about gets moving. This one, hardly anything. And both together. If it weren't for the fact I'm trying to run over another model. Again, both together. So, yeah, okay then, so that's the grey MN99, and I wonder if I've got enough hands there. Of course these controllers keep turning themselves off as well. I'm just struggling to operate all the controls at once here. Okay, so the new one can hold both of the MNs, and as soon as they cut out, it drags both of them without any problems. Yep. So effectively it can either hold them or win a tug of war against two of the old style. Yeah. Yeah, also the older gearbox hangs quite low down there, whereas the newer gearbox is nice and flat under plate, so even if you do drag it, you're less likely to get caught up on anything. Now, I have heard complaints that the switch can sometimes get caught on stuff and turn itself off, but I think well, it might be a problem, but I think you'd have to be fairly unlucky. And in that case, I'll just turn the switch around so if it does brush past something, it keeps it in the on position. Yeah. So body is the body is effectively the same, exactly the same, but yeah, they've made massive improvements underneath. I found that because I've got the D91 as well, which is again the same body, which I could have the same roof and all that. I took that roof off this one originally. Hope so I don't keep knocking the camera. But this one originally come as non-proportional steering, so I've converted it to proportional steering, and I took the gearbox out of a WPL and put a 180 Enduro motor in there, and put the ESC receiver out of a MN82 in there, and yeah, even this one has just got way more control. Let's try and get that in shot. But yeah, barely got to touch the throttle. So I mean, I think this one would probably still quite possibly outdo a older version. Yeah, so a 180 motor against the 270. Yeah, so even a 180 motor is stronger than the 270s in these. Well, I think the battery's actually flat in this one. Yeah, battery's flat in this one, so let's change the battery and make it a bit more fair, shall we? Yeah. So that's the difference between a decent 180 motor and a poor 270 motor. Interesting. Yeah, so in conclusion, the the new MN99/98. Technically, like I say, the 98 is the Camel Edition one, which comes with the extra roof lights and stuff, and the 99 is exactly the same. But yeah, the new one's a vast improvement. Originally, I got where was it? I got the MN82, which then that led me to getting the MM78, and then another 78, and then what did I get after that? I got the MN128, which out of the box is awesome. All of these so far come with absolutely brilliant electrics, especially for the price point. Then I've got the 86, which is an amazing body, but the electrics in it had power, but they just freewheeled for absolutely ever. So if you're going down a hill and it just rolls up down the hill faster than it does driving, then that's kind of pretty pointless in a trail truck slope slash crawler. So I put a Hobby Wing 1060 or 1080 in there with a Dunbar RC receiver, with the light controller as well to retain all the lights in it. And then I got another MN78, and then I got the MN99, and it's a gorgeous looking body, but I was really disappointed with the electronics in it. As you can see, they're just weak, no power, no torque. Steering's kind of what you'd expect, I suppose, but now they've upgraded to the servo mounted axle, or the axle, yeah, servo mounted on axle. Steering's vastly improved. And then I got the MN91, which was non-proportional steering, and then yeah, the same gearbox as the 99 with no torque, but even a slightly worse ESC, I think. And then I got the MN111s, which these are awesome out of the box. Metal bodies, sort of fine control, single speed, but plenty of power. Yeah, they are top heavy because the metal bodies, but they're yeah, just great scale trail trucks. Most of these are classed as trail trucks rather than rock crawlers. But yeah, now I'm properly happy and impressed that the MN99/98 comes with the electrics and running gear that it should have upgraded, or they should have upgraded years ago. But yeah, that's the new old MN98 with the version 2 electrics and improvements, and yeah, it's made a massive difference. It's sort of, the weather's a bit miserable again in the UK, and I'm running out of days, so I'll have to do a trail video and a separate video at some point. But yeah, that's the new MN99/98 comparison. Hope that helps inform you guys, and hope you liked the video and found it mildly informative maybe. If you did, please like and subscribe. The channel's growing slowly, but it surely is growing. And I appreciate all your help and support. Have a very good day, and I shall catch you on the next one. Bye for now.